Yo, my name is Iviwe Yekani. I'm 23 years old from Cape Town, South Africa. I'm a DJ, model, skater, and designer. Okay, so everything began with skateboarding for me. I've been skating for 9 years, and within those 9 years, I've picked up a lot of new hobbies. And those hobbies were literally passed on to me by the people I was around at the time. Modeling stumbled upon me. I didn't choose to model, but I really got into it once. I got comfortable with it. And then when it came to DJing, at the time there was a huge party scene and after party scene, and a lot of homies were getting into it. So I chose to learn through the people I was around at the time, and they pushed me to go for it. And I also really enjoyed it because it just, I worked off the energy of the people, and the people were digging the energy. So I don't know, it just gave me support and it felt good. And then when it came to like designing, that was just merely because of like me modeling and all the brands I was modeling for at the time. And it was just a matter of like cutting up pants and drawing and seeing the drawings become graphics and all that. So that's how like I got into designing. And yeah. Okay, so my influences when I began a lot of what I'm doing now was with the skateboarding side was like the Dylan Readers, the Supreme guys, the FA guys, merely because those guys they were sick, but not necessarily the best skateboarders out there. And that really like gave me motivation to push like myself, only because I knew I wasn't gonna be the best. You know, like it's fine not to be the best. Doesn't mean you're not worth anything, you know. So those guys really influenced me in the sense that I should like really use my creative side and like bring that side out into my skateboarding as well, and focus on everything that makes me, you know, the person that I am, instead of trying to compare myself with everyone around me. And I feel like that helped me a lot, like especially now in my life and career, just because like I'm separated from what skateboarding or what a skateboarder should be, you know? And when it came to like the DJing, the influences for me were the people around me. I just saw like what DJing opened up for them, the doors that were opened up for them, and like how they treated the whole scene and how they actually like got themselves to where they are. And that just like pushed me to like better myself and keep learning and keep asking, and just like not be afraid to ask, you know. And when it came to designing, I was honestly just an outlet, you know, like a way to express my thoughts and emotions. And yeah, like everything sort of works together with me, you know, which is a blessing. And yeah, it's gonna open up way more doors if I just keep at it the way that I want to do it. And I truly believe that you can do whatever you want if you just put in the effort and risk it all, you know? So I feel like being a POC in the industry, you really have to build a strong skin for yourself, because you're not gonna always get your way, and you need to learn that not everyone's gonna like you, you know? And that's okay, because if you really do believe in yourself and what you're doing, and also like understand that you're not doing it for other people, then you'll eventually get where you are, and you'll get where you are meeting the right people because of, you know, just you being yourself. I've learned that like it takes you get it, like, you get rejected a lot in this industry, but you just have to push past that and realize maybe it's just not where you're supposed to be, you know, and you really got to realize that there's so much, you know, you can do for yourself if you just get past that stage of emotions or entitlement, you know. And also, like, connect with the people you feel like deserve your time, and don't just like say yes to things because you feel like it's gonna better you, you know, if you don't feel comfortable. I would say you just need to stay in a state of, you know, hard work and push difference for yourself mainly. Like, focus on yourself and then everything else, you know. Perfect what you have to offer the world just so that the world can see you and realize that you have the whole world to play with, you know, like not just this small place that we are in. And there are many people out there who will look for what you got, you know, you just don't know. So you just have to keep going. So the reason I started making graphic tees is basically because that's the skater culture. We're all about t-shirts and the most loudest of t-shirts, you know. And like beanies is just because like I collect beanies and I look for specific beanies. So I just decided to like make my own beanies. They're pretty basic beanies, called Scullies, no fold. And I'm planning to make like really big beanies for like homies with a lot of hair and stuff, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be busy with today. Okay, so one of the reasons I'm going abroad is because I've been keeping communication with Converse skate manager from Paris, and he's busy filming a project for his own company called Quota, and I've sent in like footage from last year of me filming in the streets, and I'm basically like going there to go and get some more footage for him to add into the final cut of the video. And then I know a lot of my homies who are into the modeling stuff, that side. So I've been speaking with like the people that they've been shooting with, like linking up with, just telling them that I'm gonna be that side and more than keen to, you know, work. So I'm just gonna try and get as much done as possible, content-wise, abroad, you know, and in hopes that like it opens up more doors, you know, for when I do go back again next year, you know. Yeah. But it's all just to like get as much content of myself as possible and not make it seem like a holiday, but more of a mission, you know. So, I mean, Europe has ample skate spots. That's why like I'm pretty confident that if I can keep my body in a healthy state, those 3-4 weeks that I'm that side, I could potentially like do what takes me like 5-6 months this side, you know, because their cities and their community allow for skateboarding to be, you know, part of the conversation. So it's much more easier to operate than this side for sure.
Are you looking into like getting sponsorship and all that?
So with that, like, I honestly just need to be there because the guy I've been talking to is the manager for Converse Paris, has his own board company and is a manager for Ace Trucks. So I do know that he wants me to be a part of that stuff. So I just gotta go that side and prove myself. Just be within and graft as much as I can. And hopefully start communication of me like being there as often as possible in the near future.
So I know you worked at like a few different skate spots. Do you feel like with being surrounded in that community, it was a lot easier for you to like build all the networks and relationships that you have with people in South Africa and then like the homies overseas as well?
So like, I don't know, skate community, you know everybody, you know, like you always come across new people doing different things. So I feel like with the community this side, I've always been a part, but you know, like never fully, just because I know the politics and what goes down on this side. So I don't ever like, you know, hope too much this side. But I do know like that side, there's enough for everybody, you know, and me even knowing this manager is actually from a homie from this side, the manager of Converse this side, who put in good word when he traveled that side, but now he's actually based that side. So yeah, like it's all, everything with skateboarding works through like word of mouth or content and video creations and stuff. So I do know like a lot of what I'm doing has been seen. It's just now like showing them the actual me. Yeah.
You said there's like mad politics in skating. Do you want to like elaborate on that? So it's just like for like, you know, if there's kids who are wanting to be in the community or wanting to be in the scene, so they kind of know what they're like needing to navigate.
Well, when it comes to the politics, like it's mainly not everyone. It's mainly like not everyone getting the fair chance, you know. No matter how good you are in this country, if you don't know the right people, it's not gonna work out like how it seems on the other side of the world, you know. So yeah, it's like a tough navigation, but you just honestly gotta be, you know, yourself and not, you know, have an ego towards the scene and just understand that there's not enough for everyone, you know. So you gotta create your own scene, I guess. But like, yeah, it's not hectic, you know, but for the people who think that this is gonna be their life, like skateboarding is a career in South Africa, they really need to either go harder or just find a way to make sure that they're skateboarding. Yeah.
So if you were to get in sponsorship, like what would that help with actually?
I mean, like sponsorship, that side I do know pays, but I'm honestly not looking to get paid. I just want a shot to show what I got, you know, and be able to know that someone is out there supporting me, whether it be shoes, trucks, or whatever. Where the fuck is this place actually?
And do you find it more difficult this side to get sponsorships? Like, because I remember when you guys were getting shoes and stuff from Converse. What is that for?
What do you mean?
Because there was a time when you guys got shoes from Converse.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like part of a sponsorship or? Was it
yeah. So yeah, Converse was like a sponsorship 100%, but.
Mm-hmm.
Not in the sense where they are, taking care of their own. They're not seeing the value of what they've got and how they can actually impact, and inspire the skateboarders within the industry. But it was mainly just because of a whole marketing scheme. I don't know, like South Africa doesn't see anything creative as a way of, bettering the economy. So, yeah, skateboarding for Converse is just a way of marketing, but the cheapest way of marketing, not actually putting in effort into the brand, the skate culture, or like putting competitions out there and stuff like that. So I don't know, like it was a sponsor, but it was mainly just shoes. And I mean, I don't mind that at all, but didn't want it to be a situation where you're just giving me shoes. I wanted to be more of like we are working together and trying to make things come to life and trying to push skateboarding first. But yeah, it's a tricky thing when, it's not seen as important like other things, But yeah.
What do you feel like is lacking, like in terms of like inspiring and like pushing kids to go even further with this?
I feel like it's honestly just there's nothing for them, so a lot of them just tend to get over it. There's not enough competitions. There's not enough people supporting. Not even like secondhand stuff. It's become so expensive as well. Like if there's nothing you're getting from it, but it's fun, but it's expensive. It's kind of tricky for you to stay. So I get it when people stop, but if there was some sort of like motivation, like skate competitions, cash for tricks, free boards, free t-shirts, kids will get drawn to that because it's not normal per se, like not even soccer does that. So rugby does that stuff, skateboarding is all about community, and if the community is broken, you're gonna end up getting people, like skating by themselves and not trying to be a part of the community. So yeah.
But then in your own right and like in your own way, what do you think what role can you play in like fixing that or trying to be a change, you know what I mean?
So I feel like my role is to just show the kids that you don't have to wait around for all that stuff to come your way, I tend to give away and give back my old stuff whenever I'm done with them or whatever, like don't even sell them. Like I just want the kids to like push by themselves and as friends and use that friend group to, pick themselves up and keep going, because that's how skateboarding is, like skateboarding is all about getting back up. And yeah, just use the people around you and use the people who want to like help you and want to see you skate every other day, even if it's a pair of shoes or whatever, But yeah, for me, like one day I do want to like push the whole skate programs for kids and stuff like that, and then incorporate sponsors. The agency's down there, bro.
When I'm on to you, I'm too
So we came to come and visit my mom and the family in Tableview. This is Abu, Junior, and Bear.
Okay, so as you say, my name's Abu, and I'm also a DJ. I go by DJ Spots. My brother's not only been a brother to me, but more of a father in a way, because of how much he helps us all mentally and in the things that we don't have, you know. When it comes in terms of in music, how can I say, he's really put me on and helped me step ahead than everybody else. Yeah, that's what I can say about my brother.
I'm not really a big word guy. I don't know how to express, but my brother's been through, he's been with me every single, I don't know. It's just, love him. He's a big brother. He does big brother things. And I love it.
Okay, so with my siblings, I've always, had to be their protector and provider and just support system, because we've been through a lot together, we've witnessed a lot together, and I don't know, from a very young age I had to step up, but it's been beautiful to see them grow into the people they've become, This guy over here produces, really has become so within his music that no one can tell him otherwise about that, And then this guy over here is a really, really, really talented skateboarder, and I've been pushing them both just to really strive to, shoot for the stars, and believe that they can change our situation, our family situation, and yeah, I'm proud of them, they've been inspiring me, motivating me to keep pushing, because it's just, what I do is a lot for them, as much as I get the benefits from what I do, but without them, I don't think I'd be so motivated to do what I have to do, And yeah, we've all been in the same mindset ever since, we started doing whatever we were doing. We all support each other, we all are each other's support system, and just the one person that's out there to listen and, whenever they're alone, at least we have each other. So yeah, it's good. So always had a good relationship just because of our situations and stuff like that. And yeah, this is only the beginning for all of us, we have so much more to show and give to the world. Yeah, to be honest, everything that I was doing or I've done when I was younger, they always took interest into it because I am the big brother figure, So throughout the years, I taught them how to skate, introduced them to things that they wouldn't necessarily be into at this young age already, it's just like that when you grow up with siblings, they just pick up from your little habits and then they end up becoming better than you in that, and that's beautiful because it just shows how interested and how committed they were and how much drive just by me doing it gave them, so yeah, I take a part of his thing, he takes a part of my thing, we just all make it work and just, yeah. We're gonna talk about this little girl over here. She's basically the soft spot to all our hearts in this house because it's just a house full of men and, she's the only lady in the house. I feel she's just, made us just softer men, you know, like not so angry all the time because she's, you know, her own person and she has her own energy. But she's amazing, you know, she's the funniest, you know. She always has an opinion about something. She's strong-minded and she loves gymnastics. She loves it. So yeah, like she's truly a blessing to the family. Like my mom has been trying to get a girl and she finally got one with this one. Yeah, it's a little star. So guys, it's my mommy. Yeah, she bared 5 kids. She's a hard worker. She doesn't stop. She's always pushing 100, but I love it. Yeah.
Born in 2000, millennium. What is it? What are you guys called?
Gen
Z, whatever.
Gen Z.
So yeah, as a kid, nothing much, no trouble at all. Teenage years, schooling, didn't like school at all.
Yeah.
But he managed to finish matric. And so now he's a hustler now, I see. And I like it because I hope that he does something that he likes with his life, not necessarily doing something because of money. So if he's happy, I'm happy as a mother. So I'm not sure if what he's doing now is, but I don't think it's the interest that he had while he was growing up is more in line with what you're doing now.
Yeah, but I mean, I was always into like the art.
Yeah. At some point, you even went to the art school, remember?
Yeah.
On Saturdays.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my experience with being a mother, having children, is that their interest changes every day. You can never keep up with them. But the bottom line for me is that as long as they do what they love and still make money out of it. So I think he's somewhere along that path.
Getting
And
there.
if you can think of like any core values that you like instilled in him, like what would those things be for him to be the type of person he is now?
I think family. Family first. It's very important. As well as, not necessarily that I might have said these to him, but as a mother, you role model these things to the kids. Being trustworthy as a person, being kind, being loving to others around you, being respectful, loving God. I think that's number one. Because for me, the principles of Christianity, if you have that, you have everything, because it teaches us all the values that we need as humans, as human beings.
So, welcome to Pot Plant Club. It's a retail and coffee bar. We mainly stock local brands and try and keep everything local, from the clothes to the coffee beans that we roast. Yeah, the space is honestly just to bring everyone into one space, you know. Yeah, I work front and back. I work with the clothes and I work with the coffee. Try and do as much as I can, gain as much experience as I can, and yeah. So in the whole DJ scene, I feel like I'm amongst the homies, the people I tend to play for really support me, really believe in me, and I stay loyal to them because they are loyal to me. There's not many spaces for us, but the spaces that are for us, I tend to stay close and see where I can help out more than just being a DJ, yeah. So loyalty for me is honestly just, if someone's not having a good time, just shouting out, saying hi and how are you? And also just supporting and showing face, like that's the least you can do, when a friend of yours is playing. And I don't know, when it comes to loyalty in Cape Town, I feel like everyone's loyal to who they want to be loyal to, and that's okay. That's good actually, because then I feel like the people you surround yourself are, they're real and organic, and it doesn't feel like it was something scripted or made happen because of a certain reason, But yeah, I just really appreciate the homies who have been loyal to me since I started this journey of mine, and I'll forever be loyal to them because of that.
Okay, so today, or just now, we got done with my radio show at the other radio. It happens every Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month, and it's called Guest House. So the idea with the show is basically just house exploration. My initial plan was to get like back-to-back, shows with other DJs from the scene, but we're getting there. Shout out to the other radio. They've been through a lot and still managed to come back from it. What they're doing is honestly just spreading the love, making sure that everyone's heard, everyone has their fair opportunity. I feel mixes and recording and live streams are important, for the individual acts, just so even if they're not booked or not, being gigged, they at least get a chance to play and show what they have to offer, in hopes that something good comes from it, yeah.
So, do you want to give us a parting word?
So I just want to say, shout out to GoodNews. This is only the beginning for the gents. This is all blood, sweat, and tears. I appreciate, giving me this platform to tell my story. Honestly hope for the best for you guys, and for the viewers, I really hope you all appreciate it and really see the amount of effort and hard work that gets put into these things. This is honestly just for everybody, so you'll all get your turn eventually. But shout out to GoodNews, shout out to Fynn, shout out to Ts'epo, Lukas, and Tafara. Y'all are some strong men. Shout out.
That's around.